I think so many of us that were drawn into the hippie movement had sort of the same desires, the search for real meaning and purpose. And it wasn't just a rebellion against the establishment just for the sake of wanting to be different. I think we really were searching for a better way to live, a more purposeful life. But when I met Greg, I saw this amazing combination of spirituality, but authenticity, of being who he was, not trying to become somebody else, still appreciating his sense of humor. He grounded me in the fact that, Christianity lives in the real world. It doesn't live on a mountaintop somewhere. So I was very much attracted to that. Very much. To see that I didn't have to become a different person. I loved the whole hippie vibe. I loved the way it looked. I loved all of that music. I didn't have to stop all of that, clean my act up, and now become a nice little church girl. I could still be who I was, and that those external things were not important to God for the most part. I am so praying that this movie will bring hope to a generation. Seeing it through the eyes of my parents, the fear and dismay they had, and anxiety over the youth of that day would have been tremendous in their lives. Watching a whole generation of kids experimenting with drugs and doing what they were doing. But there was hope. And in the midst of that crazy time, God sovereignly poured out what we call his Holy Spirit upon a generation of young people. And so I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm praying it does happen again. So that's my greatest hope and prayer, is that parents and kids that feel hopeless will see hope in this story, and that it can happen again, and it can happen for anyone. And it begins with an individual saying yes to Jesus.